Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, I guess, based when you're watching this video. Joe here, your social media trainer and expert. Hope you guys are doing well. We're going to dive right into this, guys. This is going to be the first step you want to take and need to take in order to set up your one-click marketing system. All right. I want to cover a couple of things on this video. Is number one, before I get started in setting your one-click marketing system, I want to kind of talk about different platforms and how they communicate with each other. Some will communicate better than others. What I've found out in the years that I've been putting this system together is that not every single platform communicates with each other. And you would think that, they would communicate with each other, but they don't. There's glitches in some. They might communicate 50, 40, 60%. But somewhere it's going to drop the ball, and you don't want to do that when people are reaching out to you wanting your product and or service. Or maybe you're a network marketing company and you're trying to bring team members on, or you just own a brick and mortar and you're trying to get customers in your door. You want to make sure that you don't drop the ball when it comes to technology and when it comes to communicating with your clients, and make sure that the platforms communicate well all together. With that said, so when it comes down to domains, I know there's a lot of companies out there that do domain names. They do, they're a domain platform. You will need a domain in order to have this system work for you. And so what I want to kind of talk about is, first, you have to decide, how are you going to brand yourself online? I know you guys have a company name. So if you already have a company name, company website, make sure that you register it through GoDaddy. It's a lot easier to start a brand new domain name. But if you already have one, again, there's a lot of platforms out there. We're going to make it easier for you. I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of them don't communicate well, but GoDaddy is the perfect one for what we are doing. All right. So with that said, your domain name and your email address needs to come from GoDaddy. So the first step is decide, what am I going to brand myself as? All right. So let's say you are in the wealth building industry. So maybe you're a network marketing company, or so your product, whatever the product is, right? The end result is people are wanting to build a network to create residual income. But of course, let's say you're into wealth, health and wellness. So you want to come up with something, health and wellness domain. You don't want to use your company name. Most companies that are network marketing companies don't allow you to use their brand name. So you'll need to brand yourself and kind of, set yourself aside and apart from everyone else. Kind of like my brand name is The Road to Perfect Credit. You notice that I have, my brand name here, my website or my Facebook page, my business page, everything is uniform. So the first thing you want to do is decide what you want to brand yourself. And then let's say I'm going to brand myself as Wealth Building Group, all right, .com. And then you want to do is click search and see if that particular one is available. So that one is actually taken. Somebody already has that. So let's say you're wealthbuildingteam.com. Let's see if that one's available. That one's available for $1,200. We're just not going to do that. You can actually do .net if you like that one. It's typically the .coms. So you notice that one's $14 for the entire year. So you want to, first of all, make sure that the brand name you're deciding to go with. Here's another one, Wealth Building Services. Let's see if that one .com is available. That one's $11. So I'm giving you guys, if you guys are in the wealth building, if you're in the wealth building industry, then here's a couple of ideas for you guys. So Wealth Building Services. So let's say you're going to go with that. All right. So then what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and set up all your business accounts, and everything is going to reflect what you're branding yourself as. All right. So what you want to do is go ahead and get that, continue to cart, pay the $11.99 for the entire year. and make sure to add the email to it. All right. So I know some of you guys are going, well, I already have a Gmail, I already have this, or I already have an Outlook, Gmail, Yahoo. Most of the email servers do not communicate well with the platforms that we're using connecting. All right, so that's what this video is about. Is the first step you need to do is to go ahead and decide, what am I branding myself as, and then also get that domain name and go ahead and purchase the domain name. Again, it's $11.99. The email, I think for an entire year, is about $23. So you're looking at about $37 altogether for the entire year to have your domain name, your brand name, and your email. Now, once you do that, then you want to reach out to me and go ahead and say, I've got my domain name. Again, it needs to go through GoDaddy. All right. And again, the reason behind it is I've tried to connect some platforms with other companies. A lot of them, you might be able to send an email, but you can't receive it. You're having to add extra connections, and it's dropped. Somebody clicked on your ad. It didn't. You don't want that headache. All right, you don't want that headache. The platforms that I'm putting together communicate well with Facebook, HubSpot, which I'm going to set up for you guys, and we're going to be talking about in the next video. So go ahead, and once you get this set up and decide, what am I branding myself as, go to GoDaddy.com. Make sure that domain name is available. Purchase that. Add your email. So let's say that this is going to be mine. So I'm going to be joe@wealthbuildingservices.com. And you won't do it here, by the way. You'll do it at the bottom once you check out. Here, well, let me show you without purchasing this. All right. So I might be able to do this. Add to cart. And then it's going to ask you if you want to go ahead and get the email for it. Oh, and while we're here, so I always get this no thank you. They try to, of course, they try to upsell you on all this stuff. You really don't need this stuff. Really, domain names are pointing to your corporate websites, and usually those already have privacy settings in there, but I never use this privacy settings on here. Unclick this start your website for free, so it automatically puts that on there, and again, it's just an upcharge. And then for the email, go ahead and click on the email essentials, the first one. That's $1.99 a month. Of course, you can get charged for the entire year. And then once you click on cart, it's going to ask you to set up your email address. So right now, if it's going to be info@wealthbuildingservices.com, your name at wealthbuildingservices.com, or whatever your domain is. All right. And then of course, click on continue, add to cart. And then at that point, once you get this step set up, what I'm going to need is I'm going to go ahead and need the password to that email address, so I can connect all your calendars and all your forms and everything I'm going to be setting up on the back end. All right. So if you guys have any questions, you can put them in the comments below. But that is step one. The first thing that you need to do before we get started with your one-click marketing system. All right, we'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, we'll see you at the top or from the top. The choice is yours. Have a blessed evening.